Welcome back to another video, you guys. Now today we're going to be doing the entire offseason. As you guys can see, we want to start it off by re-signing Shaquille Middlebrooks. He's one of the only players that I'm going to re-sign. There's a lot of other young guys that are going to be free agents on our team, but unfortunately I think this guy's the one that we want to keep the most, because who knows with Thomas Rawls' injuries if he's going to stay healthy. And obviously we can still draft another wide receiver because Jelani Westbrook can't be re-signed either for us. We can't get him back, which kind of sucks. But anyway, the Atlanta Falcons did end up winning the Super Bowl. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers in it, which I really wish we could have played. But so congrats to them. They win their first ring. Our only free agent signing here is going to be Johnny Manziel, because we don't have a backup quarterback. So I signed him to a really small contract, just so I have enough space for all my draft prospects and stuff like that. So he's going to be signed right there. He's going to be our backup. I mean, I don't want to have Steven Hauschka playing quarterback, because that did not turn out very well whatsoever. I could try it though in a game if you guys want me to. In one of the preseason games, just have him play and see what happens. With one trade that I'm going to do right here is I'm going to trade tight end BJ Coyle to the Cleveland Browns for their second round pick. But of course they don't take it right away as usual. That's just the way Madden works in these days. So I got to go ahead and address one of their needs, which is linebacker. So I'm going to go ahead and offer them one of these rookies, and that's going to be Ricky Whiteside, who's 68 overall. They don't really want him, but that does do enough to get us the trade. So we do end up getting another second round pick. With this next trade, I'm trying to get the 19th overall pick for Kevin Pierre-Louis from the Kansas City Chiefs, so we can go ahead and address a couple positions. We already have our own pick, which is the 30th, but we still want to go ahead and get one more. And I'm going to go ahead and try to throw in a draft pick this time, a 5th round pick to be specific, just because we can get that trade offer, and I don't think we will have any successful 5th round picks. But there you guys see, we go ahead and get another 1st round pick. So we're moving fast kind of here in the offseason. So pretty much as of right now, we're just going to go ahead and try to address the wide receiver, safety position, offensive line, and defensive line positions as well. Strong safety only because Cam Chancellor doesn't really have a backup like we did. We drafted Richard McDonald last season to be the sort of successor of Earl Thomas, and now we need the successor of Cam Chancellor, and that should be him. But with that said, the 1st overall pick goes to the Miami Dolphins, and with the 1st overall pick, the Miami Dolphins select Jake Browning, quarterback out of Washington. He led them into a Pac-12 title in real life this year, as well as a top 4 playoff appearance. But in Madden, he's going to lead them to he had a Heisman Trophy win his senior year, and led them to a national championship for the Miami Dolphins. So he should be a great pick. Now with the 19th overall pick, your Seattle Seahawks select, drum roll please, DeAndre Scott, wide receiver out of Boise State. A short guy, he's built just like Tyler Lockett, and he should do the same things that Tyler Lockett did in his rookie year, returning kickoffs and battling for that 3rd wide receiver position. He's a lot faster than Tyler Lockett and a lot more shifty than Lockett, but might not have as great of hands as Tyler Lockett did for the Seattle Seahawks. But nonetheless, that can always be developed, and we'll see how he performs in that aspect. He's 5'10", 186 pounds, only played 2 seasons at Boise State. Freshman year played at a D2 school before transferring over to Boise State after having a really good season, over 1,000 yards in each season. And of course, he's 21, so that makes him young, and he has plenty of time to develop for us, which is all that matters. And also, he looks really good in the Seahawks uniform with those sleeves and all and whatnot. His ratings are pretty good too. He has 93 overall speed, 94 acceleration, so he can get down the field really fast. With our 2nd 1st round pick in the 2019 draft, number 30 to be specific, the Seattle Seahawks will select Joe McIntosh, another player out of UW, but this time the strong safety. A hard hitter just like Cam Chancellor, but also has his own attributes that make him better than Cam Chancellor in some aspects, but obviously still not as good because Chancellor has all of these intangibles and awareness and all that stuff that he's been through. But he's only 6'1", 207 pounds, so he's a little bit smaller and thinner than Chancellor, but that allows him to be faster while still being one of the hardest hitters to come out of the draft. Probably the hardest hitter in my opinion. He hits hard, he's a really good tackler, he can play the ball well, he just probably needs to work on his play recognition, his awareness, and maybe some of his pursuit angles. Sort of a lot of the things that Cam Chancellor had to learn as a rookie. But that's pretty much going to do it for all the real players. Like I said, because it's 2019, I couldn't really do many real players because who knows who's going to come out of the draft. So I only did the 1st overall pick as well as our first 2 picks being real players. But anyway, taking a look at the rest of the draft, with our 1st 2nd round pick, we select Zay West, left guard out of FAU. We just need another blocker. He's only 68, so he's not that good. With our other second round pick, we took Azim Adams, outside linebacker, with the 30th overall pick in the second round. He's a 68 overall, just needs a lot of awareness development, really. And he's not that... He has alright speed for an outside linebacker. And then with our 4th round pick, we took Marshawn Perryman, middle linebacker. With another 4th round pick, we took Heath Mason III, a tight end. And look at his overall, 78. He might be a steal for us, in my opinion, the way he could develop. Michael Fiamita is a defensive tackle we took in the 5th round. And then in the 6th round, we took Sadonje Davenport, a right end, only 62 overall. And then Rajon Portis, right outside linebacker, we took in the 6th round as well. And we finished off the draft with Craig Holman, a left tackle, with our 7th round pick. But that'll pretty much do it for our entire draft. We drafted a lot of players this draft, obviously just because we wanted to get more players, and our roster was like only at 47 players, I think. But a lot of guys will end up getting cut after the preseason. But with that said, that'll pretty much wrap it up for this offseason. I know it was short, but it's mainly because of the draft. I couldn't get all the real players because it's 2019. But next episode, we're gonna go ahead and drop preseason, the first week of the preseason, as well as the entire schedule release for the regular year. You guys don't even need to see the preseason; it's the same thing as the last 3 years. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please do like, subscribe, and comment. God bless every single one of you guys. It's RNF here, and I'm out. Peace.